In any missing persons investigation, especially those involving children, intelligence isn't just useful, it's essential. Tools like link analysis allow investigators and citizen sleuths alike to chart relationships, detect inconsistencies, and organize chaos. They don't replace evidence, but they do guide the eyes toward where evidence might be found. In a case without a trace, the connections between people, who spoke to who lived where, who disappeared when, can sometimes whisper truths the surface won't show. When the data is clean, current, and traceable, it becomes a map. And when a child goes missing, a map can mean everything.
Damn, killer. It's so good.
At the center of this link analysis are two children, Lilly and Jack Sullivan. Lilly is 6 years old, Jack is 4. On the morning of May 2nd, 2025, they were reported missing from their rural home on Gairloch Road in the Lansdowne Station area of Nova Scotia. The house is isolated, surrounded by forest, and sits just a few hundred feet from a dirt road and not far from a major railway line with only a couple neighbors. There were no witnesses to their departure, no confirmed sightings, and no signs of foul play. Only a single small boot print near the backyard. And from that footprint, the entire search, and the link analysis that now surrounds it, began. Lilly and Jack lived in the home with their mother, Malaya Brooks Murray, who had moved the children in with her boyfriend Daniel Martel roughly 2 years prior. Malaya and Daniel also share a 1-year-old baby together. She has done at least one interview since the children went missing, appearing composed and focused on the search. The couple lived together as a blended family in the home where the disappearance occurred. Daniel Martel, the children's stepfather, has been highly visible throughout the search. He has participated in media interviews, walked reporters through the backyard and surrounding woods, and expressed both grief and confusion over what could have happened. At the same time, Daniel has also faced online suspicion. Some have fixated on his demeanor, others on minor inconsistencies or physical features like an old facial scar misinterpreted as a fresh scratch. While the RCMP have not named any suspects, the weight of attention has not gone unnoticed. On the paternal side is Cody Lee Sullivan, Lilly and Jack's biological father. His recent legal troubles have sparked speculation online, but there is no confirmation that he is currently incarcerated. At this time, he has not made any verified public statements. His role in the children's daily life prior to their disappearance is unclear, but he remains a significant node in this analysis due to his biological connection and current social context. Cody's mother, Belinda, is the children's paternal grandmother and has spoken online about the case. Her presence online confirms that the paternal side of the family is engaged and emotionally affected by the events. Similarly, on Malaya's side, Cindy Murray, Malaya's mother and the children's maternal grandmother, has also spoken out in the media. Cindy has expressed hope and heartbreak, offering a calm and supportive voice from the mother's lineage. Now to the back of the property, an area of high interest due to proximity and access. Living in an RV behind Daniel's home is his mother, we will refer to as the grandma in the back. She shares the backyard space with Daniel's household, separated loosely next to a chicken coop and fencing. Justin Martel, Daniel's brother, who also lives in the back, and has been photographed beside Daniel during early search efforts. These two family members, living mere feet from where Lilly and Jack were last seen, form a critical point of observation in the household structure. Especially with the parents suspecting the children went out the sliding glass door at the back of the house, near the boot print. There is also mention of Ralph Martel, a figure shrouded in uncertainty. While online chatter places him living alongside Justin and the grandmother in the back RV, no credible source has confirmed his presence. If real, his role remains undefined. If false, it highlights the danger of rumor in a case that demands clarity. This link analysis is not static, it breathes. As more statements are made, as phone records are reviewed, as search efforts and interviews continue, this web will grow. Timelines will tighten, proximities will sharpen, and the links between people, what they knew, when they knew it, and how they moved around one another, will become more critical than ever. In a case flooded with commentary but starved for confirmed evidence, maintaining an evolving data-driven view is not just helpful, it's vital. Because when there are no clear signs of what happened, everyone and everything matters. In a case with no evidence of abduction and no sign of the children anywhere near, everyone is a suspect until something says otherwise.
Break down my walls, but I will rise again. 'Cause I stand tall in my environment. How could I ever close my eyes and stay silent since they try to take me down with their violence?
Back to what I do. Catfish, Billy, baby, hello, how are you? Yo, Power 9, rappers like a power line, tell it to a swimming pool. I think I got the whole crew. Ooh, let me know what y'all wanna do. I bought a 30 pack of creek water, baby boo. Not a 99, not a 99.99, not mine. I got 100 proof.
They're gonna be sorry they were ever born.
Who?
All of them.
Nobody's safe. Soon as we step out the cage, we raising all of the stakes. Make no mistake, either you stay in your place or we putting you on a plate. Look at our face, we put the fear in the dirt. We had to struggle for change, pick up the pace. We put in infinite work, that's why we stay getting paid. Y'all running late, we moving on to the next. You still been stuck in a phase, there's no debate. We draw the line in the sand, we say it straight to your face. They underrate, till we put the team on our back. We took the city to state, what it's gonna take. Another S on our chest, another beat in the grave. We innovate, we always switching it up. They can't predict what we say. Come out the cave, they see the blood on our shirt. They see the teeth in the face. They watching tape, still trying to figure us out. They think we came here to play. They sending snakes, they trying to give us a curse. They want us taking the bait, but that's okay. We keep on dodging the bull. We keep on saying Olay, blocking the way, thinking we flipping reverse, but we keep rushing the gate, stopping the rain. We know they sit on the throne. It's looking easy to take. We not afraid. We put the fear in their bones. Ain't no more running away. They tryna chase, they tryna follow our steps. They tryna copy the wave. Boy, that's your name. That's why they keep getting curved. You gotta stay in your lane. They wanna claim that we not giving them work, like this is minimum wage. Boys, you crazy. Why you keep feeding the beast? Now that you open the cage, nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. Don't start. Nobody's safe. If you come then please don't drop your guard. Nobody's safe. If you come, you're messing with a star.
There's a formula to it. A very simple formula. Everybody's a suspect.
The 6-year-old is the girl, I believe, and she's wearing pink. The 4-year-old is wearing some blue dinosaur boots. So, yeah, I think that's all we kind of have right now.
Damn, killer. It's so good.
Jack Sullivan, age 4, and his sister Lily, age 6, were reported missing from their rural home along Gairloch Road in Lansdowne Station, Nova Scotia, on the morning of May 2nd, 2025. In the weeks since, their disappearance has evolved from a presumed case of wandering into the woods to a complex and uncertain investigation on the family, with every new clue further fracturing the public's understanding of what may have occurred that morning. The children were reported missing around 10 a.m, and for 6 days a large-scale search operation swept through more than 5 square kilometres of dense, unforgiving terrain.
I find it hard to believe that a 6 and 4-year-old could just disappear like that. I guarantee you, if I was still working today, that'd be the thing you'd be racing around your mind all the time. Like, where would they have gone? Like, we have done everything. I think the last thing I read, they searched a square kilometer area, 5 kilometers. That's a big area. That's a big area, and that's meticulously searched.
Nothing. No trace of their bodies, their clothing, or even a reliable trail beyond a single boot print was ever found. But now the investigation is widening its lens. In recent days, neighbours not so near the kids' home were approached by RCMP officers with a specific request: trail camera footage, not just from May 2nd, but from as early as April 27th, multiple days before the children were reported missing. Melissa Scott, one of the residents living approximately 5 kilometers from the kids' residence, confirmed that major crimes investigators asked for access to the footage from all 7 of her trail cameras, along with information about her family's vehicles. 2 of her neighbors received the same request.
Melissa Scott's trail cameras might contain clues about the disappearance of Lilly and Jack Sullivan. RCMP asked her for days of footage as the investigation into the missing children approaches the 3-week mark.
It's scary, especially not knowing what happens. We definitely keep our kids a little closer to home now.
The 4- and 6-year-olds were reported missing from this home on May 2nd, launching a massive search of the woods surrounding the home. No trace has been found, and RCMP haven't ruled out the case as suspicious. This is some of the footage Scott gave police. She says RCMP major crimes officers came to her home this week, asking for everything on her 7 cameras, starting April 27th, 5 days before the kids were reported missing. 2 of Scott's neighbors were also asked to provide footage to RCMP. She says the officers also asked about her family's vehicles to rule out local traffic in the footage.
Possibly they are wondering if they didn't go missing earlier, or maybe somebody who isn't local to the area was around beforehand.
This road is the most direct path from Scott's property to the home the kids went missing from. We drove between the 2 places. It's about an 18-minute drive down rough dirt roads. Straight through the woods, it's about 5 kilometers.
I did mention to them that I was very happy to see them and glad that they were canvassing a little further and looking at trail cam footage, and they did respond saying that they probably should have been around earlier.
The shift in focus is significant. By asking for footage from nearly a week prior to the reported disappearance, investigators may be attempting to identify vehicles or individuals that do not belong, those unfamiliar to the isolated community and the sparsely travelled dirt roads that surround it. According to Scott, the RCMP specifically asked which vehicles were part of the household, suggesting they were looking to rule out known local traffic in order to highlight any anomalies. This type of digital canvassing is often used when law enforcement begins to suspect either premeditation or involvement from an individual outside the immediate family. It can indicate a search for surveillance patterns, casing behaviour, or an unaccounted for arrival, someone who wasn't supposed to be there, showing up again and again before the day of the disappearance. If true, it would represent a quiet but seismic shift in the nature of the investigation. Perhaps this wasn't simply a tragic moment of inattention and a door left ajar. Perhaps someone was watching and waiting. But who could have been watching and waiting for days, not be from the area, and somehow go unnoticed? It isn't until you go back to the moment they were reported missing that you start to see how this could have been possible. We go back to the initial search, to a suspicious vehicle reported right near the home, coming out of a campground across from the very home Lilly and Jack were reported missing from.
Here on Gairloch Road, we just had a 911 call. Can I go ahead with the details?
Yeah, go ahead.
So we had a call via 911 from a Karen Ponacow. Kindly about 5 minutes. She was reporting just driving past the black Honda CRV, Nova Scotia marker Golf Mike Fox 320, that left the outdoor recreational park close to the residence. It is permanently closed. I is unsure if related, but it felt a bit strange to her. Driver was a white male around 50 years old.
Negative at the moment here. We're just overhead the park and just still on the search pattern here. But we were just curious to know if you wanted us to kind of get eyes on that vehicle right away.
I'll quickly there just give her a call, see if I can get a direction of travel from her, and that way, if we do need to, we'll know which way they went.
Okay, yeah, thanks. Looks like it's gated. From our vantage point, stand by one.
355, is that the old KOA? Campground? I'll check there. Bye-bye.
355, do you want to send that name and number from that, for that vehicle down to Corporal Bob Short? We'll look after that here.
Definitely, thank you.
On May 2nd, right after the children are reported missing, a suspicious black SUV is spotted by a local resident and reported to the police. Described as parked near the abandoned recreational park not far from Lilly and Jack's home, it was unusual and out of place. Police followed up at the time, ran the plates and deemed it not suspicious. Even spoke of another black SUV that appeared to be abandoned on the side of the road. The police radioed the helicopter, and the helicopter reported seeing two men walking from the vehicle to a cabin in the woods near a lake. It was also dismissed.
And all stations, just ordering a black SUV just north of the residence and on the left side of the road. Does not appear to be a CRV, but it is a black SUV. If anybody wants to come up and have a look at that, just under the helicopter here now, if you guys have visual of it.
Bravo 3 drove by that on my way in. That's a Kia Sportage, Delta Papa Uniform 468. I didn't run it, but there was nobody in it.
I'm right here, I'll check it. Yeah, we copy that. There are two, looks like two individuals walking down towards the lake ahead of the vehicle. And there's a cabin at the end of the lake.
They may tell them, we got a tip, and we just want you to go in that area and search and see if you find anything. They're not going to tell you exactly what was in the tip. It's not going to do it. They don't even tell their own people that, unless you are in the know, right? Unless it's like you're in that investigative group.
Now, with the trail camera requests expanding backward in time, one must ask, are investigators revisiting that tip? Are they taking a second look at the black SUV? Or is their focus now on someone else entirely? Someone who had been there before, someone who had no reason to be, someone who knew the woods, someone who may have waited quietly just beyond the trees. What do you think happened? Do the residents of Nova Scotia need to worry about their children and a stranger who is still out there watching and waiting? It's been nearly a month since they disappeared. The public deserves answers, and Lilly and Jack need to be found.
Break down my walls, but I will rise again. 'Cause I stand tall in my environment. How could I ever close my eyes and stay silent since they try to take me down with their violence?
They're gonna be sorry they were ever born. Who? All of them.
Nobody's safe. Soon as we step out the cage, we raising all of the stakes. Make no mistake, either you stay in your place or we putting you on a plate. Look at our face, we put the fear in the dirt. We had to struggle for change, pick up the pace. We put in infinite work, that's why we stay getting paid. Y'all running late, we moving on to the next. You still been stuck in a phase, there's no debate. We draw the line in the sand, we say it straight to your face. They underrate, till we put the team on our back. We took the city to state, what it's gonna take. Another S on our chest, another beat in the grave. We innovate, we always switching it up. They can't predict what we say. Come out the cave, they see the blood on our shirt. They see the teeth in the face. They watching tape, still trying to figure us out. They think we came here to play. They sending snakes, they trying to give us a curse. They want us taking the bait, but that's okay. We keep on dodging the bull. We keep on saying Olay, blocking the way, thinking we flipping reverse, but we keep rushing the gate, stopping the rain. We know they sit on the throne. It's looking easy to take. We not afraid. We put the fear in their bones. Ain't no more running away. They tryna chase, they tryna follow our steps. They tryna copy the wave. Boy, that's your name. That's why they keep getting curved. You gotta stay in your lane. They wanna claim that we not giving them work. Like this is minimum wage. Boys, you crazy. Why you keep feeding the beast? Now that you open the cage, nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. Tell them, don't start. Nobody's safe. If you come here, please don't drop your guard. Nobody's safe. If you come, you're messing with a star.
There's a formula to it. A very simple formula. Everybody
Welcome to Killer Looks, where we are not just a team, we are a force, a collective, a global fam of analytical minds and sharp eyes united by a relentless commitment to truth. In a world flooded with noise, distractions, and red herrings, we skate clean through the chaos, cutting through with precision, pattern recognition, and investigative logic. Every anomaly we uncover, every data point we spotlight, is a brushstroke in a larger portrait of truth. We don't just analyze cases, we look deeper, question harder, and follow the patterns others miss. Because when everybody's a suspect, data doesn't lie. People do. And that's where we come in. We're here to connect dots others won't even see, to collaborate across borders and barriers, to shine light in the darkest corners together. Because the only way to outsmart deception is to face it united. We are Killer Looks, truth seekers, logic runners, data artists, and we're just getting started. As Killer always says, take a seat and grab a pen, and let RELLIK school begin.
Damn, Killer. It's so good.
It has now been a full week since Lilly and Jack Sullivan vanished from their rural home in the Lansdowne Station area of Nova Scotia. In that time, search teams have scoured miles of dense woodland, and headlines have echoed across the country. But the question remains chillingly unresolved. How do two small children disappear without a trace? In cases like this, where sightings are absent and evidence is scarce, the terrain itself becomes a witness. Every elevation, structure, body of water, and line of sight is a potential piece of the puzzle. And the surroundings of Lilly and Jack's home, remote, quiet, and deeply wooded, are more than just background. They're context. They're the canvas. Only a quarter of a mile in front of their home runs a major railway line, cutting through Nova Scotia like a long iron scar across the map. At just over 1,200 feet, or roughly 400 yards, this track lies well within the wandering range of curious children, especially ones said to be fascinated by adventure and movement. Trains don't stop for what's hiding in the tree line. They don't pause for questions. If something happened near those tracks, would anyone even know? There are very few homes near the residence. One stands about 700 feet away, roughly 300 yards. Another sits further at 1,400 feet. Just two neighbors in immediate range, and yet neither has come forward with any confirmed visual of the children that morning. No voices heard. No tiny figures running through grass or gravel. The silence isn't just eerie, it's telling. In suburban disappearances, doorbell footage and casual sightings fill in gaps. In a place this secluded, silence becomes the timeline. There is also the nearby Lansdowne Lake, recently searched in growing desperation. It rests just under half a mile from the home, well within walking distance if the children truly did leave of their own accord. But lakes in cases like this carry a heavy weight. They're endings. They're questions that swallow sound. And when nothing is found in their depths, what's left is not relief, but more unknowns. Perhaps most curious is the dirt road that snakes behind the home, roughly 400 feet away, just beyond the backyard tree line. This road, seemingly unremarkable, becomes critical when you realize it could be an access point. For someone entering, for someone leaving, for someone watching. Roads that cut behind homes in secluded areas are often ignored until they shouldn't be. And in missing child investigations, it's always the overlooked path that holds the loudest secret. This is why data like this matters. Because in the absence of a scream, a struggle, or a witness, geography begins to whisper. It outlines what's possible, what isn't, and what might have been deliberately hidden in plain sight. It reveals what's been missed by tired eyes and assumptions too quickly formed. It reminds us that distance matters, especially in the wilderness. That 400 yards can mean the difference between a trail picked up and one that disappears into nothing. That a train line isn't just infrastructure, it's a possibility. That a dirt road behind the trees might not just be a road, it could be an exit. In the silence that hovers over Lansdowne Station, it's the land itself that speaks. The tracks, the lake, the yards between houses, they're not just scenery. They are the stage, the scene, and possibly the only witness that never lies. And maybe, just maybe, if we stop filling the gaps with noise and begin tracing the edges with precision, we might not just see where Lilly and Jack went, but why no one saw them go. Because the truth, when buried, doesn't vanish. It waits. In the shape of a clearing, in the bend of a dirt path, in the quiet hum of steel rails cutting through forest. You just have to know how to read the land. And more importantly, you have to be willing to listen.
Break down my walls, but I will rise again. 'Cause I stand tall in my environment. How could I ever close my eyes and stay silent since they try to take me down with their violence?
Back to what I do. Catfish, Billy, baby, hello, how are you? Yo, I 9 rappers like a power line, fell into a swimming pool. I think I got the whole crew. Ooh, let me know what y'all wanna do. I bought a 30 pack of Creek water, baby boo. Not a 99, not a 99.99, not mine. I got 100 proof.
They're gonna be sorry they were ever born. Who? All of them.
Need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, it's 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything. Now you be surprised at the info you get is by letting them talk, so I'm letting them talk. Gotta keep quiet, maneuver in silence, then let them in, chalk up their body, another one body, that's just how it go. I got some secrets, I'm shaking the game so they stay on their toes. Stay in your lane, I to stay on the go. I came to play with the pros and act like a rookie, so they overlook me, then I double up again, none of their nose. None of them cold, they just got lucky but never adapted, so I'm to the one if it's coming to blows. My enemies cutting it close, I let them think that they got me, but what do you know? I had them beat before we ever spoke, I'm ready for smoke. I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, it's 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything. Now they ain't go harder than me, they need a blade in a sheath, a shank in a piece, a crate full of heat, an army, a fleet, a tank and a jeep, a navy at sea, with ace a marine, an ace up they sleeve, a team of marines, a freak on a leash, a beast with an appetite, razor for teeth, and still they would lay at my feet. Boy, you got the wrong one.
There's a formula to it. A very simple formula. Everybody's a suspect.
What's up, everybody? I already know what time it is. I'm killing this channel. You already knew that. Stop by.
Damn, killer. It's so good.
In the early hours of May 2nd, 2025, Lily Sullivan, age 6, and her little brother Jack Sullivan, just 4, vanished from their rural home along Gairloch Road in Lansdowne Station, Nova Scotia. Their disappearance ignited a province-wide search and a storm of speculation, but the truth, it seems, may have always been sitting quietly at the end of their driveway. Lilly and Jack weren't the type to disappear into the woods on a whim, said their stepdad and mom. They were tightly bonded siblings and best friends. Their last confirmed sighting outside the home was on Tuesday, April 29th, 3 days before they were reported missing, when their school bus dropped them off from their usual 11-mile ride home. The driver, Brian Ward, was someone they adored. He was not only a daily presence, but the father of their closest friends, Brian's 2 sons, about their same age. The school bus wasn't just a ride, it was a world they trusted. And for kids that young, routine is gospel, especially with autistic children. Daniel Martel, the children's stepfather, told reporters that Lilly came into their bedroom that morning around 8 a.m., just before the time the children were allegedly last seen, a 6-year-old waking her parents. Why? What if Lilly, believing it was a school day, was doing exactly what children do, trying to stay on schedule, trying to make it on time? Jack was heard in the kitchen around the same time Lilly came into the bedroom that morning. Was Lilly helping get themselves ready? Get him breakfast? She left with her backpack, a white one with strawberries on it. The kids also took their rain boots. All signs point not to a childlike escape into the unknown, but to a careful, almost maternal routine. She may have dressed her brother, she may have made sure he was ready, and when her parents wouldn't fully wake up, they slipped quietly out the back door and down the driveway to catch the bus. When the parents woke up and realized they were gone, all they found was a boot print in the backyard. They reported them missing around 10 a.m. The RCMP confirmed that train tracking dogs followed the children's trail only to the end of the gravel driveway. Then nothing. No more footprints. No wandering into the woods. No broken branches. No sign of fear or resistance. Just silence. The scent simply stopped at the place the school bus usually met them, around the time they would normally catch the bus, and only their boots and backpack were missing.
Was Lily waiting for the bus? Did she stand there, backpack on, boots on, 10 toes down, hold Jack's hand like she always did? Did the bus pass by? Did it stop? Did it honk? Anyone notice? Bring that cat with a couple cookies. What Lily was trying to do, what she always done, brave, be helpful, be on time. And the world around her simply failed to notice for one last time. This theory doesn't just reshape the narrative, it shatters. It strips away the convenient fiction of children wandering off and replaces it with something colder, something calculated, something silent. A missing person doesn't need to scream, be chasing. All it takes is a moment, one moment of trust, one moment of routine, one moment when no one was watching closely enough. If that's true, Lily didn't run, Jack didn't wander, they waited. When someone came, not the bus, then who? Especially black SUV. Log on to the service. Should have been around. Throw that data down below. Put that shit down and pound the killer. See what's going on in the case until the look one time.
Chris here on Gairloch Road. We just had a 911 call. Can I go ahead with the details?
Yeah, go ahead.
So we had a call via 911 from a Karen. She was reporting just driving past a black Honda CRV that left the outdoor recreational park close to the residence. It is permanently closed. Complaint is unsure if related, but it felt a bit strange to her. Driver was a white male around 50 years old, bald with a mustache.
They're gonna be sorry they were ever born. Who? All of them.
Nobody's safe. Soon as we step out the cage, we raising all of the stakes. Make no mistake, either you stay in your place or we putting you on a plate. Look at our face, we put the fear in the dirt. We had to struggle for change, pick up the pace. We put in infinite work, that's why we stay getting paid. Y'all running late, we moving on to the next. You still been stuck in a phase, there's no debate. We draw the line in the sand, we say it straight to your face. They underrate, till we put the team on our back. We took the city to state, what it's gonna take. Another S on our chest, another beat in the grave, we in the vein, we always switching it up. They can't predict what we say. Come out the cave, they see the blood on our shirt, they see the teeth in the face. They watching tape, still trying to figure us out. They think we came here to play. They send the snakes, they trying to give us a curse. They want us taking the bait, but that's okay. We keep on dodging the bull. We keep on saying Olay, blocking the way, thinking we flip in reverse, but we keep rushing the gate, stopping the rain. We know they sit on the throne, it's looking easy to take. We not afraid, we put the fear in their bones, ain't no more running away. They tryna trace, they tryna follow our steps, they tryna copy the wave. Boy, that's so lame, that's why they keep getting curved. You gotta stay in your lane, they wanna claim that we not giving them work, like this is minimum wage. Join you crazy, why you keep feeding the beast, now that you open the cage. Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe.
If you come here, please don't drop your guard. Nobody's safe. If you come, you're messing with a star. 1, 2, 3. Nobody's safe.
There's a formula to it. A very simple formula. Everybody's a suspect.
Why does he have that scratch on his face? You know, he looks, I hate to say it, he looks a little sus.
Side-eyeing a scratch on the stepdad's face in his recent interviews.
I'm not going to point this at myself. I'm just going to say on social media, people have said that he's got a scratch on his face. And I'm like, is that a scratch on his face? Maybe.
In my opinion, a healing scratch, a mark on the stepdad's cheek. What does this mean? Does it mean he did something? Is it a self-defense scratch? Did someone try to fight him back? Did he have a physical fight with mom? That scratch, in my opinion, did not appear on its own. It looks like a small child's fingernail.
Damn, killer. It's so good.
In a quiet stretch of rural Nova Scotia, 2 children vanished. Lily, 6, Jack, 4, a stepfather searching, a sliding glass door no one heard, and from that silence a storm began. The official story was simple. The children wandered off. The terrain was brutal, the brush too thick for little legs. Helicopters circled, searchers pushed through bogs and deadfall, drones swept the forest canopy, dogs sniffed through wet ground and whispered trails. Nothing. No sign of Lily, no sign of Jack, only a single boot print, only silence. As the hours passed, suspicion bloomed. Eyes narrowed toward Daniel Martel, the children's stepfather. It was in the interviews, the tone, the detachment, and a mark. Dark, red, unmistakable, a cut or scratch right under his eye. Fresh, it seemed. A sign of a struggle, a child trying to fight back, a scuffle with their mother maybe. It was shared, dissected, reposted across sleuth threads and live streams all over the world. Screen captures zoomed, theories swarmed. But now comes the crack in the narrative. That mark? Not new. Not from May 2nd, not from that morning or the night before, or even this year. It's a scar, a permanent feature visible in photos years old. What many saw as fresh evidence was, in fact, an old wound. And just like that, the ghost of that scratch falls apart. In a case where every glance becomes a clue and every word becomes a warning, we must remind ourselves what this is: a disappearance, not yet a crime. 2 missing children, no evidence of foul play, no confirmed sightings, no trace. The story is still writing itself, page by page, hour by hour. And though the woods remain thick with unanswered questions, not everything that looks suspicious is sinister. Sometimes a scar is just a scar. Sometimes judgment is just projection. And in investigations like this, the real danger is not just in the dark, but in how quickly we choose to see it. Keep your eyes open, but keep your mind open too. The truth rarely wears a label.
Back to what I do. Catfish, Billy, baby, hello, how are you? You're by 9 rappers like a power line. Tell it to a swimming pool. I think I got the whole crew. Ooh, let me know what y'all wanna do. I bought a 30-pack of Creek water, baby boo. Not a 99, not a 99.99, not mine. I got 100 proof.
Swing low like a gold-plated crucifix. Holy heart, hang Christ on a Cuban link. Do it my way, do it my way. Blood in my veins, the Messiah is alive. You can hear her in my swing low like a gold-plated crucifix. Holy heart, hang Christ on a Cuban link. Do it my way, do it my drink is the deeper you sleep, and the more you put in is the more you withdraw, and the more things blur is a clearer I dream. Rely on me like the words of a saint, and nothing kill quicker than the burden of hate. The circle of time is a curve of your faith. It's pretty abstract, but I fuck with the shape. Loch Ness monster horns in a cave, flames of fury in the devil's face. And once you've conquered all that credulous race, the world ends cause you were forming its lake. You're safe and sound, fox in the hell. What you gonna say to me now? Ace with the crown, I straight to the ground cause I missed my life.
Bravo 3, go ahead.
Alright, so there is no portable reception down here. However, the cars do work. So, Constable Mason's vehicle now, she's got her radio on the loud hailer, so she'll be able to hear us. She has no phone reception, but she does have photo of the 2 kids. The 6-year-old is the girl, I believe, and she's wearing pink. The 4-year-old is wearing some blue dinosaur boots. So, yeah, I think that's all we kind of have right now.
10-4, since radio service is not bad, do you guys want an extended timer there, a 10-6 timer? And I can give you a monitor?
Yeah, definitely. Give us 2 hours, and then ask the risk manager if he wants Constable Mason to depart there to go get some phone service to send those images or not. The drone operator is still on scene with the mom, so.
10-4.
With the service, we can get those photos to him.
Sorry, you want her to go get service to send the photos? Yes.
10-4, Sergeant Young, go somewhere and get service and get those photos sent off.
Constable Mason, you copy?
Just to confirm, both Kilo dogs on scene there? Y'all can hear me there. Are you guys on scene?
Kilo 6 is on scene, and Kilo 9 till 17.
Thank you. You're out 3, go.
I'm 23. We 10-6, 2 hours.
10-4.
Our pass from Patrol 4. Good. Yeah, are you still in the air? Yeah, 10-4. Okay, are we okay to drop down on the, looks like the east side of the road there? There's a gully system there. We just want to get down, have do some low passes there. Or are you doing orbits and crossing the road as well?
Yeah, I can stay to the, I can stay out of your area there. I'm at 270. How low are you looking to go? I can take it down too if you need.
No, just for deconfliction, I'll just stay on the east side of the road if you're going to stay on the west side of the road and work the backyards and over top of the residents. If you're not going to cross the road, we'll just drop down. There's a gully on the east side. We want to just kind of cruise the forest there.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, we'll stay on the east side for now, and we'll keep you advised when we switch back over.
Copy that.
Wait, or do you want me to check the other issue on mutual aid 6?
Yeah, you confirm, I believe, Sergeant Young is, I see that, Young or the risk manager will confirm whether they want him deployed to Lansdowne or here.
Yep, I spoke with risk manager. He checked with you two, so I'll check with Sergeant Young, and that'll be the priority then. Well, Sergeant Young from Staff Sergeant Rose.
You have a copy? Go ahead. TAC 6, Auxiliary 6 are both back, all back in service.
Yes, Sergeant Young, responded to the check. You needed the drone that we just had freed up here in Colchester. Would you like him to come your way? Back to the car there. No service. Go again. Just speaking of the risk matcher, just confirming if you need the drone that we just freed up here in Colchester. We can send it to your way if you wish. It's thermal.
Yeah, that'd be great. A lot of area to cover. We're out in the sticks here. You're very familiar.
Copy. Constable Tenapple. I'll tell him to report to you. Thanks.
The risk manager is still monitoring there?
Go.
Yeah, there's a dirt road just up past the address, the last point known. We can put vehicles on this dirt road. There's lots of big driveways and stuff. They're fine. If there's any other calls for you for updates, that'll be our staging area, whatever road this is.
Okay, 10-4. Looks like the Matheson West Road. I'm guessing that's the one you're referring to?
Yeah, 10-4, I'm on it now. So, yeah, this is perfect. Yeah, 3, go ahead. 355, I'm going to request field communications unit be sent out here to the 4 comms if this gets extended for a long period of time.
Never. Member is here on Gairloch Road. We just had a 911 call. Can I go ahead with the details?
Yeah, go ahead.
So we had a call via 911 from a Karen Ponakau. Kindly about 5 minutes. She was reporting just driving past the black Honda CRV, Nova Scotia marker Golf Mike Fox 320 that left the outdoor recreational park close to the residence. It is permanently closed. Complaint is unsure if related, but it felt a bit strange to her. Driver was a white male around 50 years old, bald with a mustache. And it left from 1480 Gairloch Road. I can send that down to your MWS if it's easier.
Got a copy to Bravo 3, deactivate and reactivate me to this one.
10-4 just came as an update there. Do you want me to send it to your MWS?
10-4, I think you probably sent it to all of us there.
What was that address?
Looks like the address is 1480 Gairloch Road.
Yeah, Dan, I'm not sure. You know, there's certainly a possibility this one will roll into tomorrow. And I think Josh Weiss is, on call. So, I wouldn't necessarily cancel any big plans that you have. So, optimistic. Maybe both the files that we have right now will get wrapped up.
Copy that. Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out if I should cancel my plans or not. But yeah, just keep me posted and keep it in mind.
Yeah, we'll do. Negative at the moment here. We're just overhead the park and just still on the search pattern here. But we were just curious to know if you wanted us to kind of get eyes on that vehicle right away.
I'll quickly there just give her a call, see if I can get a direction of travel from her, and that way, if we do need to, we'll know which way they went.
Okay, yeah, thanks. Looks like it's gated. From our vantage point, standby one.
355, is that the old KOA campground?
I'll check her. Bye-bye.
$345, do you want to send that name and number for that vehicle down to Corporal Ball Short? We'll look after that here.
Definitely, thank you. You. Definitely.
Remember the Kilo 6, come up the road with me. I'm way up past and head up this way with me.
Probably. Real short, I emailed that there to you. And 53 Alpha 3, 355?
Yeah, turn around, come the other way. I'm up here up this road. On you? Right here.
Thank you up there. So Shuby was contacted. The PSFB truck is requested for comms issues. Will be sent to the staging area. Alpha 3, did you copy that?
No, go ahead.
10-4, we talked to Shuby there. The PSFB truck is going to be sent to the staging area for the comms issue.
And all stations, just ordering a black SUV just north of the residence and on the left side of the road. Does not appear to be a CRV, but it is a black SUV. If anybody wants to come up and have a look at that, just under the helicopter here now, if you guys have visual of it.
Bravo 3 drove by that on my way in. That's a Kia Sportage, Delta Papa Uniform 468. I didn't run it, but there was nobody in it.
I'm right here, I'll check it.
Yeah, we copy that. There are looks like two individuals walking down towards the lake, ahead of the vehicle. And there's a cabin at the end of the lake.
The vehicle comes back to a Gregory Giffen from
805, go ahead.
Our pass from Patrol 4. Good. Yeah, we okay to cross the highway here and work the wooded area behind the residence?
10-4, I'm actually coming down for battery swap right now.
Okay, cover that. Just let us know when you want to come back airborne. SRCC Patrol 4.
Go ahead, Patrol 4.
Patrol 4 still working Lansdowne Station area, ops normal, and 1 hour, 30 minutes on the fuel, and we'll call you 30.
Four, SRCC clear.
Thank you, Patrol 4.
Just advising everyone on the talk group, public safety field communications are en route to that search you have there, and our ETA is about 1:05 p.m. 1305.
355 copies.
Thanks, 355.
Remember there in Gairloch Road, if you can copy this there, Corporal Short contacted that complainant from that suspicious vehicle call, and everything was done for it. Nothing suspicious about it.
Patrol 4 copies.
Good luck.
Just make sure Mom stays close to the house there in case they happen to sneak out and get back into the house.
Search command, this is Colchester. Thank you. Over.
Great.
Search about to roll out of our building here. We've got all of our equipment on the go, and 22 members should land on site about 1:30, a little before, hopefully.
10-4, that's great. Thank you.
So cadaver gobs could be the next step, and if we thought they were alive right now, we'd still be out there.
Damn, killer. It's so good.
In the isolated woodland sprawl of Lansdowne Station, Nova Scotia, a chilling silence took root on the morning of May 2nd, 2025. At approximately 10 a.m, a 911 call reported 2 young children missing. 6-year-old Lily Sullivan and her 4-year-old brother Jack. They were last reported seen at their home on Gairloch Road, a rural property surrounded by thick forest and steep terrain. Their mother, Malaya Brooks Murray, claimed she awoke to hear the children playing in the next room before drifting back to sleep. She said she couldn't hear the sliding door open, a detail repeated by their stepfather, Daniel Martell, who believed the children must have slipped out quietly, put on their rubber boots and vanished. But the deeper you look, the quieter the truth becomes. The parents say the children never went outside unsupervised, yet somehow on that morning they both did so together. Martell, in his earliest interviews, described the missing items in extraordinary detail. Lily's white backpack with red strawberries, Jack's blue dinosaur boots. He noted the backpack was likely brown now, from being in the woods, and said Jack had on a pull-up diaper, brown pants and a brown shirt. Oddly, he also claimed he never saw the children that morning. If so, how did he know what they were wearing? The story continues to twist. Martell told reporters the children came to live with him 2 years ago and that he's been in a relationship with their mother for 3. The couple share a 1-year-old baby. According to him, on the morning of the disappearance, Lily entered the bedroom when the sun was already up. He said he heard Jack in the kitchen. Moments later, silence. When asked when exactly they woke up, neither parent has given a specific time. Martell stated he searched the surrounding area on foot and by vehicle before police arrived. The RCMP confirmed receiving the emergency call just after 10 a.m, and by the time Martell returned, officers were on site. Only 2 boot prints were found near the back of the home, 10 feet from the sliding door. No sign of where the children went next. No backpack recovered. No boots. No evidence of abduction, say the RCMP. No Amber Alert was issued. Instead, they activated a local vulnerable persons alert and launched one of the largest ground searches in recent Nova Scotia history, deploying drones, helicopters, dogs, thermal imaging, and over 150 personnel. Still, nothing. One of the strangest anomalies is the school record. Lily and Jack were both enrolled at Salt Springs Elementary, but had not attended school at all during the week of April 28th to May 2nd. Martell initially claimed they were only home Friday due to Lily's cough. Later, he adjusted the story. They were also out Thursday. Eventually, it became clear they'd missed the entire week. Then came the fracture. On May 3rd, the day after the disappearance, Malaya reportedly left Pictou County to be with family, taking the baby with her. Martell told reporters she blocked him on social media, leaving him baffled. However, other reports place her still in the area and cooperating with the search. Social speculation suggests CPS may have intervened. Police have not commented. Meanwhile, Martell appeared in daily interviews, sometimes pleading for public help, other times offering strangely detached reflections like, "The house is just silent. There's no magic in the air." His language raised red flags. He referred to Lily and Jack in the past tense within 48 hours of their disappearance. Jack loved bugs. Lily had her backpack, even though their status was technically still missing. Both parents repeatedly emphasized how trusting the children were, that they'd talk to anyone, that they'd get in a car if someone offered them candy. The descriptions were not cautious warnings, but strangely resigned character summaries, as if already bracing for what they feared or knew had happened. The RCMP has officially scaled back active search operations for Lily and Jack Sullivan, transitioning into a more targeted, information-driven phase of the investigation. This change was made following 6 full days of exhaustive, grid-based searching across 4 square kilometers of brutal terrain near their Gairloch Road home. Officials cited low survivability based on the children's age, weather conditions, and time elapsed. The Major Crimes Unit has been involved in the investigation since Saturday, May 3rd, confirming that the case is being treated as suspicious by default, though no suspects have been publicly named. RCMP officials stated they will now revisit previously searched areas with fresh scrutiny and are considering deploying cadaver dogs, a step that signals a likely shift from rescue to recovery. A single small boot print remains the only physical clue found near the home. No other confirmed evidence has turned up, despite thermal drones, K9 units, helicopters and hundreds of searchers. RCMP confirmed that there have been no verified sightings of the children since they were allegedly heard on May 2nd. Daniel Martel, the children's stepfather, confirmed in a Globe and Mail interview that he was interrogated for 4 hours on Tuesday night, May 6th. He said investigators had him draw maps and account for his movements in the days prior to the disappearance. He maintains his innocence, stating, "My story has been consistent. When you tell the truth, it's always consistent." The timeline continues to shift. Martel also confirmed a physical confrontation between family members occurred outside the home on Saturday, May 3rd, the day Lilly and Jack's mother, Maya Brooks Murray, left the property with their infant and blocked Martel on social media. She is now reportedly staying with her own mother and is no longer in communication with him. Police have advised the maternal side of the family not to speak with the media. As of this update, there is no Amber Alert due to the RCMP's official position that there is no evidence of abduction. However, public trust in that theory is eroding. The children's scent reportedly ended at the driveway, casting doubt on the idea that they simply wandered into the woods and vanished. The RCMP continues to urge residents of Pictou County and surrounding regions to search their properties and report any sightings of pink clothing, dinosaur boots, or a strawberry print backpack. Somewhere between the back sliding door and the end of the driveway, the official narrative evaporates. What began as a rescue now feels like recovery. What was once a hopeful search is now a hunt for clues. The woods may be silent, but silence doesn't mean peace. It means something isn't being said.
Back to what I do. Catfish, Billy, baby, hello, how are you? Yo, Power 9, rappers like a power line, fell into a swimming pool. I think I got the whole crew. Ooh, let me know what y'all wanna do. I bought a 30-pack of Creek water, baby, boo. Not a 99, not a 99.99, not mine, I got 100 proof.
They're gonna be sorry they were ever born.
Who?
All of them.
Let's go. Yeah, make it look easy. Hey, stand up guy on 10 toes. Big body pull up in a Range Rover. I can change the whole game when I say so. I pull up, shut it down, yeah, they know. Running this game ain't a thing for me. I never switched up, no change in me. The only thing changing this season, you go against me, then you know that you tweaking, okay? Cause baby, I'm him, I be on 10. Two-stepping in the party, I do not dance. Watch how I move, make it look easy. Counting up wins, that's part of the plan. Blackmail taking up my haters a CC. That can't fail, I'm not the reason we're repeat. I'm knee deep, need a dub, best that you seek me. I'm too sick, yeah, I know I make it look easy. Easy, yeah. Tell them don't try to play me. Yeah, I'm drippy on the dirty. They can never count me out, they can never count me out, I know. They can never count me out, they can never count me out, I know. I make it look easy, make it look easy. I know I make it look easy, make it look easy. I know I make it look easy, too smooth, I make it look easy. I know we make it look easy, make it look.
There's a formula to it. A very simple formula. Everybody's a suspect. There's a formula to it. A very simple formula. Everybody's a suspect.
Break down my walls, but I will rise again. 'Cause I stand tall in my environment. How could I ever close my eyes and stay silent since they try to take me down with their violence?
I know the truth. I didn't kill Lilly and Jack.
Were you nervous?
Yeah, I was extremely nervous.
especially with the first question they asked you, did you kill Lilly and Jack?
That was the first question they asked you?
Yeah. Yeah.
What went through your mind when someone's asking you that question so point blank like that?
Your mind has a massive release of chemicals, I guess you would call them. Just, it's like your stress levels just astronomically through the roof, and your body doesn't know what to do, because it's not every day the way you're hooked up to machines in an interrogation room where someone asks you questions like that.
What other kinds of questions did they ask you?
All the questions pertain to the death of Lilly and Jack. Are you accessory to the murder of Lilly and Jack? They were all.
So all of the questions assumed that the children are no longer alive?
Yeah.
There were no questions at all about, did you take them somewhere? Could they be somewhere?
No.
Do you know if Malaya has taken one?
I don't know if I can say it, but I will anyway. Yes, she did take one.
Okay, she took one. Do you know the result?
No. RCMP weren't allowed to tell me. I asked.
You said you feel like everyone in the world wants to know what happened to Lilly and Jack.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think this is getting so much attention?
Well, just the mysterious and nature of everything and how strange everything is. The RCMP, you know, I mean, they have to keep a tight lip on everything, but there's a lot more that meets the eye with the case.
Damn, killer. It's so good.
In early May 2025, 6-year-old Lilly and 4-year-old Jack Sullivan were reported missing from their home in Lansdowne Station, Nova Scotia. Their disappearance launched a massive search effort involving local law enforcement, search and rescue teams, and community volunteers. But in the days immediately following their disappearance, public attention was drawn to a peculiar detail. Just one day after reporting her children missing, their mother, Malaya Brooks Murray, travelled to a local reservation. Right after her one and only interview, she packed up and left with her youngest child, who is shared with Daniel, the missing children's stepfather. This action raised questions and speculation among both investigators and the public about the significance of the location and her reasons for going there, especially since there was a rumoured fight when the Malayu's mother arrived. To understand the context, it's important to know what a reservation is in Canadian law. In Canada, a First Nations reserve, legally referred to in the Indian Act as a tract of land set aside for the use and benefit of a band, is owned by the Crown but held in trust specifically for the community it was created to serve. These reserves are not the same as ancestral territories under Aboriginal title. They are specific parcels of land established through historic agreements between Indigenous groups and the Canadian state. Each reserve exists within a legal and cultural framework that reflects Canada's colonial past and its ongoing relationship with Indigenous nations. One such community is the Buck and Keg Mi'kmaq Nation, located in northeastern Nova Scotia. Buck and Keg translates to by the bay or above the water, but at a distance from the ocean. It's a fitting name for a community deeply tied to the land and water, especially known for its historic connection to eel fishing, a long-standing Mi'kmaq tradition. As of late 2019, Buck and Keg had 598 registered members and is part of the Confederacy of Mainland Mi'kmaq, a tribal council that supports several First Nations communities across the region. The Buck and Keg First Nation governs 3 reserves in northeastern Nova Scotia. The largest and most populated is Pomkay and Afton 23, located east of Antigonish, where most of the community's 353 residents live. The second, Franklin Manor 22, is a shared reserve near Amherst with no permanent residents, and the third, Summerside or Wellneck 38, is a small reserve also unpopulated, situated nearby. Like other First Nations in Canada, Buck and Keg operates under a distinct legal and governance framework, often including their own community bylaws, justice systems and Indigenous policing services, which function alongside, but independently from, provincial authorities. In theory, someone who commits a crime might seek refuge on a reserve for several reasons, though doing so may not place them beyond the reach of Canadian law. One key factor is jurisdictional complexity. First Nations reserves operate under a layered legal framework that includes federal, provincial, and Indigenous governance systems. While reserves are not sovereign in the same sense as a foreign country, they do maintain a degree of legal and administrative independence. Additionally, reserves are federal lands, meaning the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, RCMP, or other federal bodies typically have jurisdiction rather than local municipal forces. This can sometimes lead to delays or coordination issues in investigations or arrests. A person fleeing to a reserve might believe, rightly or wrongly, that the legal process will be slower, less aggressive, or more sympathetic, particularly if they have family or community ties there. It's also possible they believe cultural or treaty rights could shield them in some way, especially if the alleged offence intersects with disputes over land, parenting rights, or traditional practices. However, Indigenous rights and land claims generally do not offer protection from prosecution for serious crimes, particularly when the acts occur outside reserve boundaries. Nonetheless, the perception of relative insulation from external authorities, paired with the deeply rooted community support some may receive on reserve, can make it an appealing, if legally flawed, place for someone under scrutiny to retreat.
Women in our community are very, very strong women. They're very independent and very strong-minded, and it's kind of funny because the women are really, they act a lot like men, how men used to act back way in the day. They're strong women, they're very passionate, and they know and they're assured of themselves, and I think it's very empowering to see the women in my community be really in control of their lives and in control of their children.
We learned how to survive. I remember when I was about 7 or 8, my mother moved us into the woods, away from everybody else, because my mother was a Shubenacadie school survivor, and she didn't want us to be in Shubenacadie school, so she moved us up into the woods.
We had one interviewer saying that the women were stronger 10-to-1 than men were in the culture, and they were really respected and honored.
Whether the mother's trip to one of these reserves to live with her mother after the children vanished holds any deeper significance remains unknown to the public. But in a region where Indigenous history, territory, and modern legal boundaries are intricately layered, her movement into a reserve the day after reporting 2 young children missing is more than a footnote. It's a detail that demands careful, respectful attention.
Break down my walls, but I will rise again, 'cause I stand tall in my environment. How could I ever close my eyes and stay silent since they try to take me down with their violence?
They're gonna be sorry they were ever born. Who? All of them.
Nobody's safe. Soon as we step out the cage, we raising all of the stakes. Make no mistake, either you stay in your place or we putting you on a plate. Look at our face, we put the fear in the dirt. We had to struggle for change, pick up the pace. We put in infinite work, that's why we stay getting paid. Y'all running late, we moving on to the next. You still been stuck in a phase, there's no debate. We draw the line in the sand, we say it straight to your face. They on the rate, till we put the team on our back. We took the city to state, what it's gonna take. Another S on our chest, another beat in the grave. We in the vein, we always switching it up. They can't predict what we say. Come out the cave, they see the blood on our shirt, they see the teeth in the veins. They watching tape, still trying to figure us out. They think we came here to play. They send the snakes, they trying to give us a curse. They want us taking the bait, but that's okay. We keep on dodging the bull, we keep on saying Olay, blocking the way, thinking we flipping reverse, but we keep rushing the gate, stopping the rain. We know they sit on the throne, it's looking easy to take. We not afraid, we put the fear in their bones. Ain't no more running away, they tryna trade steps. They tryna copy the wave, boy, that's your name. That's why they keep getting curved. You gotta stay in your lane. They wanna claim that we not giving them work. Like this is minimum wage. Boys, you crazy. Why you keep feeding the beast? Now that you open the cage, nobody's safe. Don't stop. Nobody's safe. If you come here, please don't drop your guard. Nobody's safe. If you come, you're messing with a star.
There's a formula to it. A very simple formula. Everybody's a suspect.
Just make sure Mom stays close to the house there in case they happen to sneak out and get back into the house.
Search command, this is Colchester. Thank you. Over.
Alright.
Search the road of our building here. We've got all of our equipment on the go and 22 members should land on site about 1:30, a little before, hopefully.
10-4, that's great. Thank you.
On Kilo 9355, are you still 17?
1017, just past the Brookfield exit.
Yeah.
Air services from our path.
Go ahead for patrol force.
You good if I take off from the house and go north up to the lake, just to the north of the residence here? Just gonna do a low fly around the coast there. That's Lansdowne Lake, just west of Gairloch Road.
Confirm you want to check the lake, kind of northwest of the residence?
Yeah, 10-4.
Okay, so you're going to do that Lansdowne Lake, is it?
Yeah, I just guys have already had a look there.
Okay, copy that. Yeah, let me know when you launch, and we're just going to keep working this heavily wooded area just behind the residence. Yep, should be no conflict there as long as you stay over the lake, and then I'll just deconflict with you, and I will not go near the lake.
Okay, thanks. Taking off.
Control 4 copies.
Sergeant Young, copy responder.
Sergeant Young, do you have any cell reception there?
I see your command on MA6, copy SRCC.
Full 4 from our pass.
Go ahead, 4.
Yeah, Lake, you're right there. I'm at 6. She's going to turn this area. Just to advise. I'll be out of your hair here in a second.
Sorry, say again, you're broken up, sir.
The lake's too far for me to fly, so I'm just going to return. I'll be out of your hair here in a second.
Okay, copy that. We're just heading west, southwest here behind the residence. Should be no problem.
Copy that. I'll just remain east of you right now and stay kind of relatively tight radius of the house here.
Okay, so confirm you're just going to stay in the air and then just work around the residence?
Yeah, I'll just stay to the east of you guys for now, close to Gairloch Road.
Okay, copy that. We'll just stay back here behind the residence, and there is a field, kind of an open area behind the residence there. I'll just stay west of that, so I won't come any closer to the backyard for that.
Just let me know if you need to move in closer. I'll get out of the way.
Yeah, no, you guys do your thing, and we're just going to work all these heavily wooded areas out here where you guys can't reach.
Perfect. 206 shifted to large 316. I'm on air now. An onion bag. That's not nothing they play with or anything, is it?
Same with GPS.
Topiks packet truck giving the dog a break. We're going to do the residence and property over again while we wait. We're coming to see, can you get some water in some form? Just here for the members on scene working, and that'd be great. Search Command, this is Colchester Search and Rescue.
Great.
I just want to let you know, on last night's search, we were having problems with our TMR communications through our command trailer. I think we've got a connector or a wire with a problem. Something you might want to consider activating public field comms to come aid us in communications if that's going to be a need.
Already done, they're en route.
Excellent, appreciate it, thank you.
We're just coming by Stewiacke now. GTA 112.
SRCC Patrol 4.
Go ahead, Patrol 4.
Patrol 4 still working Lansdowne Station, and ops normal 1 hour, 20 minutes on the fuel. We'll call you 30.
10-4, SRCC clear.
Thanks much, Patrol 4.
Vickers from Bishop, you copy?
Joe.
Now, in their bedroom, we called this morning, and they haven't been seen since then. I need to get a good statement and figure stuff out.
Corporal McGinnis, can you copy there? I think your portable's spotty. Was that you I heard on here that was going to do a search of the residence again?
Yeah, that's what he was saying. They were going to do the property and the residence again.
Copy that.
Property and the residence again was sent out.
Copy, and just for everyone's awareness, based on the profile, the children could have traveled at least 6 kilometers, so keep that in mind.
Sergeant Young, for your awareness there, media release has been put out and a non-intrusive alert has been sent out to Pictou County.
Perfect, thank you. Campground, that's the KOA. It's across the road, and the people down there are aware. Keep an eye out. There's also a trail cam that was found on that road from the staging area. Just trying to make contact with the owner there now to see if he had any footage.
Copy. Airpass Patrol 4.
Good.
Yeah, just want to confirm this distance is okay for us?
Yeah, 10-4. I'm still to the north of Gairloch Road. Just kind of doing a grid there.
Okay, copy that. And yeah, just confirm we're not going to come any closer from the west where those open fields are behind the residence. We're not going to work that area at all. We'll leave that to you.
Copy that, thanks.
Sergeant Joe Young, you on this here? Just want to confirm you're aware you got another R-Pass operator heading your way from Bible Hill? And you guys are located at 1407 Gairloch Road?
10-4.
Copy, thank you. Sergeant Joe Young, you on this here? Just want to confirm you're aware you got another R-Pass operator heading your way from Bible Hill? And you guys are located at 1407 Gairloch Road?
10-4.
Copy, thank you. Sergeant Young, first manager.
Weird.
I've been in and out here, so not sure if I missed this. Or did you guys want EHS out there in the area?
Yeah, 10-4. If so, if we can get them.
Copy. We'll make that request.
Thank you.
We're just clearing a cabin, one house to the right of the property when you're looking at it. I'm not sure the actual direction. Members are just clearing it now. Door was open, closed, but unlocked. Just clearing it.
Copy.
So 9355, still 17?
17, 6K out, mark me 23, max timer, no need for checks. What's the civic for the command post?
Yeah, the intersection close to Gairloch Road and Madison West Road, just up, there should be some vehicles there now.
And for, I have my DVRA repeater turned on in my truck, so if anyone can use that on their portable, to switch to Northeast Nova DVRA. No comms, you're on the way. I'm going to see if I can park this thing at a high point.
Or yeah, comms are on the way there. I believe they said around 1 o'clock. Let me just double check their time.
Oh, they're on the way. I'll see if I can park this thing high.
10-4, they should be there around 13:05.
Control 4, was that 4, Control 4?
Yeah, 10-4, just advising our pass it down for battery swap. I'll be down for a few minutes here, just listening.
Okay, copy that. We'll just continue our search here. We're just going to get a little tighter to the house there while you're on things.
I'll go with that.
8303, go ahead.
355, can we activate East Hants as well? Our local search teams are burnt out from last night, running on 3 hours, so we get East Hants here as well, that'd be great.
About half an hour, 25 minutes inbound your location.
Roger, got that, Scott. About half an hour to our location. We're underwater again now. Dive team is on scene.
10-4.
53 Alpha 3355.
RCMP Joe Young from EHS Special Operations on mutual aid 6.
Copies.
Sergeant Young from EHS Special Operations on mutual aid 6.
Sorry, go ahead.
And Joe, with Sean and Nathan, we just got past that incident in Lansdowne. We're responding. We are coming from Antigonish, so we got a probably 45-minute ETA.
Okay. Three 355. $53 Alpha 3355. We contacted Shuby there to get the East GSAR team. They're gonna head out. Thank you.
To the missing.
4 and 6.
SRCC Patrol 4. CC Patrol.
Patrol 4, go ahead. Patrol 4, go ahead. Patrol 4, SRCC.
SRCC Patrol 4 on Mutual 86.
There you are, go ahead.
Hey, CHEK, we're landing Lansdowne Station, and we'll call you airborne.
Copy, thank you. SRCC clear. Bravo 5, 355, are you on this channel now?
Is that for Charlie 35?
10-10, looking for 30, Bravo 5, Staff Sergeant McKinnon. Go ahead. 10-4, just checking if you're on this channel, and you're 17 area, or are you 23 there now?
Yeah, 17.
Thank you.
Patrol 4 from Irvine.
Kilo 6, Kim on.
Victor 515, go ahead.
Just looking to have whatever fire department is local called out. Alma Fire, specifically for traffic. And it has been noted they may have a drone as well. If they don't mind attending. check for. Give him a call. Thank you.
Problem with fire is slur, I think.
Yeah, whatever they got, that'd be helpful. If they don't mind attending here, that'd be great.
Sergeant Vickers, it's Preston 83.
Stetson 83 from Portable. Staff Vickers should be on mutual aid 5.
Vickers here, go ahead.
Valley Dispatch, Station 2.
Yeah, Stetson 83, we're going to be there within 15 minutes there. We'll, unless you have any other directions, we'll start searching the south portion of the lake.
Well, that'd be great. The dive team is just arrived, and we'll advise the
Valley Dispatch, Station 2. All members, please report to the station for a tasking. All members report to the station.
That'd be great. We can tell the land there shortly. We'll be in, and if you need to get a hold of us, just call us up on this frequency at 783.
Well, thank you.
Copy that. All members asked to report to the station. You'll get more details upon arrival.